Welcome back to Mega Man What If, the show where we look at what if events in the Mega Man timeline were different. Today we are continuing the adventures of Mega Woman, aka Roll. In the last part, after a month of being completely off the grid, Dr. Wily returned with his own Wily numbers and stated that he would use his Skull satellites to destroy the planet if Mega Woman didn't come to try and stop him. That part of the plan was a ruse, however, as Wily had actually installed malicious code into his Wily numbers, so that whenever Mega Woman would copy their special weapon, she would get infected. This culminated in Mega Woman becoming completely infected and being Wily's newest robot. Because of that, Rock and Iceman, despite not being combat robots, went down to Wily's fortress and were able to face down Mega Woman, ultimately returning her back to normal. Wily begged for forgiveness just like he did last time, however, Mega Woman would not accept it. She was ready to end him then and there, but Rock stopped her from doing so, saying that this wasn't her and it was Wily's code talking. With that, she put her buster down and let Wily live another day. She knew now that she might sadly not be able to give up being Mega Woman, but as long as she has the support from Dr. Light and her brothers, she thinks that she'll be okay.
Unhand me! Do you know who you have? I am Dr. Albert Wily, the greatest mind in all the world!
Well, Mr. Greatest Mind, you have the right to remain silent.
And from the kind of mouth you have, I'd recommend keeping it shut.
Federal agents Gilbert Stern and Rosalind Krantz have captured Wily. After Mega Woman destroyed his remaining defenses in his Wily castle, the federal agents stormed in and were able to arrest him. And now he is being brought to trial.
Objection!
With the video message provided by Thomas Light and the memory playback from Mega Woman, I believe this is a very clear-cut case, Your Honor. I concur. With all of the evidence provided, it is clear that Dr. Albert W. Wily is guilty of all charges, and Thomas Light is freed of all suspicion. With that, I give Albert W. Wily 10,000 years of solitary confinement. Court adjourned.
Of all the nerve saying that he's guilty. Of course he's guilty. And saying Dr. Light is innocent. Of course he's innocent. This is ridiculous.
Roll was in a huff as she was storming down the stairs of the courthouse. Look, Roll, I know, but hey, it's over, and the federal agents won't be bugging Dr. Light anymore.
I know, and that's great. No, it's just, I wish we didn't have to go through all of this.
She does perk up slightly.
But you're right. It's finally over, and things can go back to normal.
6 months would pass, and seemingly everything did go back to normal. Roll went back to being a housekeeper, and outside of a few Emerald Spear terrorist attacks, there wasn't anything that Mega Woman specifically had to go out and stop. Things were finally peaceful.
Whoa, you actually got yourself cleaned up on your own today. What's the occasion, Doctor?
Well, you see, Roll, there's an old colleague coming over. We're working on a special project for the Arts Expo. As if on cue, the front door opened. So this is your lab, Thomas. I was expecting it to be a bit more grand. A tall man wearing glasses and having brownish hair walked through the door. Roll had never seen him before, but Dr. Light seemed very familiar as he walked up and put the man in a headlock. Or was it supposed to be a hug? Mikhail, it's so nice to see you! And wow, you haven't changed a bit! Well, you've certainly gotten a bit larger than the last time I saw you. Roll, Rock, this is Dr. Mikhail Cossack. We used to be colleagues at the Robot Institute of Technology.
It's very nice to meet you.
Are you here to work on Gamma? Yes, I am. Thomas informed me of this Gamma that you are working on. Gamma being a new peacekeeping robot that was being developed to stop large-scale threats like Dr. Wily. After his past 2 attempts to take over the world, the government had specifically asked Dr. Light to create Gamma, and they provided Dr. Light with 8 energy elements that they had mined from some previously uncharted planets in order to power Gamma.
Well, you guys have fun. Just try not to make too big a mess, okay?
We'll certainly try. Just then, Roll turned to see a very shy-looking young girl stepping out from the doorway as well.
Papa, is it okay if I come in?
Ah, yes, I forgot to introduce you. This is my daughter, Kalinka. Oh, that's Kalinka. The last time I saw you was when you were just a baby. She mumbled hello very quietly, looking down toward the ground. But as her eyes laid on Roll, they lit up and she ran over, immediately wrapping her in a hug.
Whoa, 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 what are you? I didn't think I could make any friends here. Oh, this is great, I'm so happy. Friends? Well, I guess.
Rock smiled. Hey, this is great! Why don't you two go out and hang out for a while?
But I can't do that. I have to stay here, and with you all working, there's gonna be such a mess.
But as she looked at Kalinka's sparkling eyes, she gave in.
Okay, I guess it wouldn't hurt to go out for a few hours. Yay, come on, let's go!
She grabbed Roll's hand and rushed out of the lab. A few more weeks would pass, with the doctors and Rock eventually getting Gamma to its final stages, while Roll would continue to hang out with Kalinka when she was not cleaning. As Roll was doing some cleaning in the lab, suddenly she felt something pulling on her hair.
Hey, stop that! What the?
It appeared to be some sort of bird robot, though it was wearing a helmet that kind of resembled hers when she was Mega Woman. Cossack came over with a bit of a smug expression. I see you've met Beat. I made him for you out of some spare parts we had from Gamma, as sort of a thank you for being Kalinka's friend.
Thank you. Ow. Speaking of which, we actually have to go shopping, so if I can just leave Beat here, that would be great. Ow! But thank you very much, Dr. Cossack.
She managed to pry Beat off of her hair and went out to go shopping with Kalinka. The girls had been trying on multiple clothes, which Kalinka assured Roll that if they want any of them, her father would allow them to purchase them on the credit card. But her expression changed. She started looking off in the distance with a sad look.
Hey, what's wrong? It's just that we're going to be leaving soon. Gamma's almost complete, and you're the only friend I've really ever had after Mother passed away. Papa's always been busy working on the robots. I know that he does it for his job, but I don't have anyone else. Sometimes I think he loves his robots more than he loves me. Kalinka.
She didn't know how to respond to this at first. She had enough trouble sorting out her own emotions, but she then perked up a smile.
Dr. Cossack loves you. I know he does. And even if we are nations apart, we're still going to be friends. And we can still call and talk through videos. We'll never leave each other's side. Thank you, Ro.
They hug once more before leaving the store and going back home. Later that night, things were quiet at Light Labs, until Roll heard someone rummaging through the lab area. She got up thinking it might have been Rock sleepwalking again.
Come on, Rock, it's too late for this. Come shut back down.
As she was about to whip around the corner, she could just barely make out the one who was making the noise. It appeared to be a red Sniper Joe, though he was wearing a distinct yellow scarf, as he was carting away 2 crates that said DLN00A and DLN00B. Roll's mind was racing. How did it get in here? It's just a Sniper Joe. They shouldn't have been able to get in here. Only people who are permitted by Dr. Light should be allowed to even enter the lab without alarms going off. Dr. Cossack even set them off on accident his first night here. She kept quiet as she continued to watch it. It carted off the crates for a bit more before looking around the empty lab. After it checked to make sure if anyone was around, it teleported away with the crates. Roll woke everybody up and told them about the situation.
It's gotta be Wily. He's the only one who uses Sniper Joes this much.
But Wily's in jail, and Sniper Joes have to be controlled by another robot master. Even so, Wily is ruthless. We cannot rule it out that it might be him. Even so, if they were willing to break in here and steal the experimental robot masters, then they must be dangerous. Roll, be careful.
Don't worry, I'll show them why they don't mess with the lights.
And with that, she transformed into Mega Woman and followed the teleportation signal. As Mega Woman arrived, it was the remains of Wily's castle?
If Wily isn't involved, something is definitely wrong here.
She makes her way inside. She's then suddenly stopped in place as the area around her goes purple, and then two robot masters suddenly appear. You're early. We can't have that now, can we, Oil Man?
No way, no how, so you know what that means! Distraction time!
Oil Man grabs Time Man's arm and hops onto an oil slider and starts sliding down further into the castle.
Wait!
Mega Woman tries to go after them, but her body is so sluggish. It's almost like time was slowed down. Time Man then uses his remaining arm to fire an arrow at her that does hit, and she lands on the ground. She knows these are the two experimental robot masters that were stolen, but why are they acting this way? How did they get reprogrammed already? Who is behind this? She picks herself back up, and she starts making her way down into the castle. She continues down the desolate hallways until she makes it back to the projector room. This gives her some very unpleasant flashbacks. But then she sees Oil Man and Time Man off in the distance.
Look, I don't want to have to destroy you two, so if you could just tell me who is behind this, that would be... Before she could finish, she was suddenly shot from the back, not by either of them, but by the Red Sniper Joe. She angrily turns and glares at him. Do you know how many of you I've destroyed? You won't be any different.
She tries to fire, but with reflexes much faster than any normal Sniper Joe should have, he blocked her shot with his shield. Who was this guy? He began returning fire. They seemed to be equally matched as Mega Woman started sliding around the arena to dodge his attacks until Time Man and Oil Man joined in. Oil Man using his oil shots to make Mega Woman slip around as she was trying to slide away, and Time Man slowing time for her, causing her movements to become incredibly sluggish. She couldn't keep up. She thought this might be the end of her. That is, until something attacked Time Man, and time began to flow normally again. As she turned to see what it was Beat. It seems that Beat followed her when she teleported out of Light Labs. She smiles at him.
Looks like you're useful for something after all.
She then turns back to the Red Sniper Joe.
Now it's just you and me.
As the Sniper Joe readies his shield, he puts 2 fingers up to his earpiece. He then lowers it and lowers his shield. He looks at Mega Woman and does this in response. And teleports away, leaving Time Man and Oil Man, who were already taken down by Beat.
That whistle. Why do I remember that? Who are you?
And that is the end to What If Roll Became Mega Man Part 3. Thanks to Roll being the combat robot, Wily has been sent to jail, and Cossack was introduced early. So what do you guys think will happen in the next part? Let me know down in the comments below, and make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you like the Mega Man What If content. And I will see you guys next time.